Hey guys, Mudman 1959 coming at you from Tommy's T Garage, but we've kind of changed it up a little bit. The T is over there waiting for the body to come back from paint, so it's on a little hiatus at this point. We got quite a bit done to it. We got all the wiring in it, and it runs and drives and goes down the road just as pretty as can be. Waiting for the body. Got about $1,200 worth of parts coming for the body right now, so that's gonna get back going here shortly. But what's been keeping me busy up underneath this cover here is a really nice 31 Model A. Body's great, looks real pretty, shines real nice, but mechanically she needed some help. So right here, got the transmission out, went through it, rebuilt it. It's got all new bearings, new shafts. The gears for 80 years old are just fine. They're gonna work perfect. But it's got the two mods in it. It's got the new cover back here underneath to keep it from leaking oil. And it's got the new cover on the inside of the belt housing with the inserts for the rods for the shifter. So, and new bearings inside, slingers on the inside, and then on the outside of those, they're the new sealed bearing, keep the oil hopefully from coming out of there. Every screw that went through into the oil galley area has been sealed with sealant, keeping it hopefully from leaking like it was. New shaft, new bushings for the pedals. All new inside there. Got it all painted up nice and pretty. New pads for the foots. Yeah, do you say that? Anyways, went through the shifter. Nothing needed to be replaced in there. Looked real good. This knob was open, recessed, sitting like that in the car, and I had an epiphany, and it was like, oh, I remember what I saw that goes in there. Yeah, it's a clock. So put the two back together. We'll have to get a battery for it. Got some parts over here for the A, waiting for some more work to get done. Brakes are all together. We're putting emergency brakes back in this, and all new brakes, front and rear. I got to still take the fronts apart and get working on that. I got new rods for the emergency brake. Looks like we might have to do an oil rear main seal, so got the kit for that. All the cross rods for the emergency brake, the bushings are all wore out, so we got new bushings. Rear end, we're going to go through the rear end, rebuild the rear end. So a lot of stuff going on. I got to drop the clutch, take a look at the pressure plate, and see what that looks like. I got the drums for this. The old drums are down here. Somebody had welded the studs into it, so went ahead and drilled them out with the correct tool. Got the studs out, got the hubs out, went through the hubs, cleaned them up. I got the new brake drums and hubs together. Gonna swedge them on Wednesday and put new studs in there. That backing plate was gonna use it, but I found a better one. That one had some wear in it, so that one's gonna stay right where it's at. Some of the other brake stuff for the emergency brakes in there, those were broken and worn out pretty good. So, but yeah, we're staying busy working on a Model A. Hopefully we can get this all back together. I got the back over here. Got the steering gear all rebuilt, everything painted up. Got the rear end back here. That'll be my next attack, is to take that apart and go through it, make sure it looks good. What I can see just looking in the oil holes, it looks pretty clean, but she's seeping some oil, and the seals at the ends need to be replaced. I got new ones for that, plus the tool to put them in. So up underneath, a friend of mine loaned me the tool to hold the spring in place, so that hopefully, yeah, that'll keep working and not try to kill me. But yeah, got that in there for right now. It's like we might have to replace some shocks. This one's been modified a little bit. It's got shocks in all four corners. So we'll probably put a new set of shocks on her right before we give her back to the owner. It was a good running car. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit and played with mechanically, but I think we're going to be all right with it. I got to take the front plates off and get them cleaned down and get them repainted. Kind of go through this thing a little bit. Front end's good. I don't find any worn components in that, but brakes were shot. You can see the car under here. It's a nice looking car. It's in real good condition for a 31. So she's a nice one. The owner's initials, his wife's initials. So yeah, we'll get this one going again, hopefully here shortly, and then we'll have the body back. So anyways, Mudman 1959 signing off from Tommy's T Garage. And oh yeah, the T-barn back in the back after the fire. All the repairs have been done on the building itself, waiting for it to get cleaned thoroughly. And then we got to get the electrician in there and get him to rewire it. Got a new air compressor coming, a couple other things that got damaged. So hopefully by the new year, maybe I'll be back in the T-barn back there working again. But this is working out okay for me. I got everything I need up here. Even got a radio so I can listen to some music while I'm working. So anyways, Mudman 1959 signing off at Tommy's T Garage. See you guys.